So today the scripting will be done. The two topics are pending, that is checkpoints as well as runtime settings. So the last session we have been completed the parameterization methods, right? What is that? What are the parameterization methods?
Sequence, last value,
Sequential.
sequential, and last value, continue with last value.
Unique and random.
Unique and random.
Sequential, random, unique. Right.
Yes, sir.
So it will be updating on each iteration, sometimes once, and each occurrence. For unique, it is continue with the last value abort and
Cyclic manner.
continue with cyclic manner
Yes.
whenever out of values. So today we are going to be discuss about the checkpoints, or we can call assistance. So sometimes what happens in the script, even if we are not getting the proper response, the script will be passed dumbly. Means even we are not getting the proper response, script might be passing. So let's come here. I'm changing something in the password. I'm giving the wrong credentials. Okay. So let me add something at the end of the transaction, like end of the password. So it will be added this also in the password. Okay. What is this? What is this indicates?
Parameter name.
Parameter name.
This parameter name. Even if we added this, what will happen? It will be passing this also. So this
No,
is it as a password.
no,
Right?
sir.
Sorry.
I think the two should be inside curly bracket.
What will happen if it is inside the curly braces? Is there any what is that? Is there any variable name with parameter name with the parameter 2, password and password 2? Is there any?
No,
Then why we want to add it?
because P password is parameter name. So if you want to change, you can add just next to anything next to the
Not
password.
changing anything. I'm adding the 2 at end of the parameter name. Just
Okay.
what is this? This would be the password. Okay. In the password, I'm adding something. Even if you don't want to hear, you can go to the parameter list, the passwords. You can change something here, anything. Okay. I added 2 extra. Means it is the wrong credentials or not?
Yes.
It is wrong
Yes, sir.
credentials. So let's see. Let us run for one iteration, whether it will be failing or it gets passed. It got passed. Why? Actual what should happen? It should be failing, right?
It did not change, sir.
Because I given the wrong credentials. So let me take out manually. So let's see here. What is the username? What is the password? It went. This will be the password, right? What will be the username? No, this is the username.
Sir, good morning, sir. Excuse me, sir.
What?
Sir, you have taken P username, sir, but you told us password.
Yeah, anything. If you want to change password or username or anything, if you're not giving proper credentials, what it should show? The script will be passing or its script should fail.
Actually,
It failed, but it's showing pass.
here it passed.
Whenever
Actually, it
you
has,
are giving the wrong password, what will happen? The
It should
script
fail.
must show failed.
Yes, sir.
But what's happening here? It
It's
got
passed.
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 Password, sir.
So let us take the same credentials, try it manually. Let's see what it fails. So I'm signing in. Okay, this is the username, right? And what was the password script has taken?
Tested 5456.
What it is showing?
Please enter username and password.
Invalid.
Invalid username or password.
Okay.
Signed.
In the script, what happens?
Passed.
It is getting
Passed.
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 Why it is getting passed? Even you can check the response. What happens? How can we check? In the snapshot.
Snapshot.
The snapshot will be having splits, recording level, and replay level.
Replay level.
Response body.
Response.
Response.
Request body.
Okay.
Okay.
So here, so even you can cross check the response size also. See the size 4674
Bytes.
in the recording. In the replay 3706
Yes, sir.
means we haven't got proper response. If you come down, is there any successful or something? Let's see. See, invalid username, password, something.
Yes, sir.
Do you see this?
Yes, sir. Invalid username or
Username or password, sign on failed. But script, what happened in the script? It got.
password. Script got password.
But what is your expectation?
Script got failed. Our expectation.
Script got failed, but what is your expectation response? Welcome or something.
Yes, sir.
See, welcome Naveen. Do you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But this Naveen will be changing on every user, isn't it? So
Yes,
if
sir.
someone has tried to log it, there will be welcome test. Okay. But what is my checkpoint here? My checkpoint would be welcome.
Welcome.
This is my key point in the response. Right.
Yes, sir.
So this is the unique one. Unique one, you need to take it as assertion. That is called assertion. Checkpoint means the things whatever we are expecting in the replay, that is called checkpoints. We are cross-checking because my script must fail if we are not getting proper response. So here what happens sometimes, it is not logged in, but my script got passed. Even in the replay summary. So let's go to the tools. If you want to see the transaction response times, you can go to the tools and options, scripting, replay. Okay, collect replay statistics. Run this again. Okay. So again, it got passed. If you're able to see here, okay, you're able to see these are all the transactions.
Yes, sir.
See, how many transactions are there? Enter the store and sign in and log in. There are all the 3 transactions inside the script. So enter the store has been taken 9 milliseconds.
9 milliseconds.
Click on sign in 0.2 seconds and login got taken 0.3 milliseconds. But it is the right response we got to showcase the response times to the client.
No, sir.
Because it not even got logged in,
Yes, sir.
right? This is not correct way, right? So that is where we are expecting something we need to keep here as a assertions. Our transaction would be failed whenever we are not getting proper response. So here see, out of one run it got passed. Out of one run, one time it got passed. Out of one run, one time it got passed. But if you want to fail this transaction, you need to keep the assertions. Whenever we are not getting the proper response, we need to make it as failed instead of pass. Okay, that is our main intention, checkpoints. So on every transaction, there should be the checkpoint. Remember, in every transaction, let's take any one of the request and put it the checkpoint. So the checkpoint would be here. The function of the checkpoint is web underscore reg underscore find. What I'm trying to find? I'm trying to find in the response web underscore reg underscore find. Find means I'm trying to find over the response. Okay. And open bracket, close, and syntax of this. And it should be 2 attributes. It should be consisting 2 attributes. It will be separated with comma. Comma last. Same as correlation function. But there will be only 2.
2. There are 3.
Okay. What is the response you are expecting here? What is the key point in the response?
Login.
Welcome.
Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Right. See, let's cross check what is the key point. So everything was same, most of the things. But what is the uniqueness here? Welcome. Welcome is one of the uniqueness. If you come down,
Yes, sir.
you can cross check what is there, what is not there. See, please enter your username and password. Okay, sign on. And if you come down, this would be sign in failed, but here it is welcome. Okay, so let's take up welcome. Welcome is my expectation text. Okay, you can take anything, tag in between. This is the checkpoint where I need to keep above the request same. Here I need to write text equals to this I am expecting welcome. If it is there in the response, my transaction should be passed. If not, my transaction should be failed, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right? Okay, this is what I am expecting. And next in the attribute is called save count. Save count equals to, you can give anything. What is this transaction name? Login.
Login.
So means Save count means welcome. How many occurrences is there inside the response? Inside this response. So what is this response? How many occurrences? At least I am expecting one occurrence inside the response. In this response, how many times it is there? This particular value, particular text. It will be checking inside the response and it will be stored the number of times in the login, in the variable. You can give anything, either it is ABC, you can give, either it is XYZ, you can give anything, you can give here. Anything you can give. So login count, you can give. It's your wish, it's your naming convention.
Okay.
You can give anything, but you will be able to understand what is the transaction name. Easily you can tell what is it related to. Okay, if you're giving here enter credentials, enter cred, also you can understand what is this transaction. Okay, so let me give the proper naming convention. So this transaction is related to login. I will be giving login and count. I will be giving. Okay, so let's see. Let me run this. So what is the login count here?
0, sir.
If login count is 0, what should happen?
Script failed.
Script should fail.
Script should be failed. Transaction in the here, this is the transaction summary. This should be failed, right? So here, out of 1, it got passed. Out of 1, it got passed once. Out of 1, it got passed once. But what should happen here? What is your expectation? This
Failed.
it should show fail.
Failed.
Failed. Sign in failed.
Instead of pass. Whenever I am not getting proper response, instead of ended with pass, it should be ended with fail.
Fail.
Okay. So in the next step, I'm going to be write some condition. I'm error handling. I'm writing. That would be end of the transaction. So where your transaction is ending?
At 121.
At 121. Okay. Let's comment this. And at end of the transaction, we will be writing some if condition based on the requirement. But generally what will happen in the most real time also, they will not be keeping anything, save count. They will be directly keeping text. But the errors will be high in the script, in the test level. So to handling the errors, we'll be having save count also. So if I remove this, what will happen?
It does not show login counts.
Let's see, let's run this. See what happens.
Failed.
Failed.
Login 0.
See, welcome not found. It got failed. In the test, if we run this, what will happen sometimes? The errors will be increased. We need to handle the errors also. Instead of failing, it should be passed, but your transaction should be failed. See, it got failed, but here errors will be high. These errors, this level errors. We need to handle these errors. To handle these errors, we need to write some condition, if condition. This is extra thing. In the most of the time, real time, most of the people will be keeping only beverage find text equals to welcome. That's it. Whenever it is not there in the response, the script will be failing. But in my intention, I need to handle this, okay, to get good standards on the scripting. I will be adding the checkpoint also, okay. Checkpoint I have been added, and after that I will be adding if condition. So till this point, are we good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it end up the transaction. I will be adding some condition. So let me know if we are able to understand or if we missed something here. Any confusion here, everyone?
No confusion.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here what I will be doing, I will be adding some if condition. Okay. So first we need to, where it will be added, it will be added at end of
End
the
of the
Answer.
response.
transaction. Okay. Where?
121 line.
So I will be adding something if condition I will be adding here. Okay. Here if, okay, if str comparison, okay, if str comparison, open bracket and close, in between I will be adding str cmt comparison. Okay, this is string comparison, str comparison. Then I need to evaluate what I need to evaluate. I need to evaluate lr underscore eval underscore string. What I am evaluating here, I am evaluating this count, this. Okay, what does this lr underscore eval string? It will be evaluating the value from array, from our variable name. Okay, so here it will be should be writing inside the curly braces. Okay, and I will be comparing this with 0. I will be comparing this with 0. Not here, here. 0. And it is equals to 0. The comparison in between 0 and 0. If it is equals to 0, the thing here is the count would be, okay, the count would be 1 or 0 or 2 or 3, right? Count in terms of what?
Count in terms of numbers.
Numbers only, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If
Yes, sir.
0, if it is 0, what does eval string? Eval string will be evaluating the value of login count, right? Evaluating the value of login count. If it is
Okay.
0, it will be become 0 here. Okay, it will be become 0 if it is 0 total. 0 comma 0 comparison in between. If 0 comma 0 comparison would be equals to 0, what happens? The statement would be fail or pass.
Statement is passed.
How pass? 0 0 equals to 0.
Well, sir.
See, if I get 0 here, my intention would be what? Transaction failed or not? If login count
Yes,
is 0,
failed.
Fail, sir.
Zero means
if it is
failed.
1, if it is 1,
Pass. It is one pass.
1 comma 0 equals to 0, the difference is not 0, right? Then my transaction would be what?
Passed.
My transaction would be pass or fail.
Fail, sir.
Are we sure? My transaction should be fail here, correct? Okay. Next, I will be opening the statement and making LR underscore and if not, let's write this out. LR underscore output underscore message. So login failed. You can write and you can give the transaction failed. Transaction should be failed here. LR underscore and underscore transaction. Open bracket, close bracket. This, you can copy this. Instead of auto, it should be fail. Okay. Else it should be passed. So let's see now. So if count is greater than 0, my statement would be passed. If it equals to 0, my transaction would be failed. Let me run this. See, in the replay summary, what it has showed?
0 by 1.
0 by 1.
0 by
Means
1.
login ended with fail status.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got it?
Got it.
So you can write instead of if condition also, instead of this str comparison, there is other wait. So instead of this str comparison, you can try other thing also. That is array to integer. There is one more function called array to integer. So you might get confused if I tell to, but that would be a bit easy for you, I guess. Okay. So instead of this, let's comment this here. Okay. Instead of this comparison function, you can try with other thing also. That would be if a to I. Okay. If a to I means array to integer. What I am trying to evaluate here, what I'm trying to evaluate this login count.
Login counts.
Okay, here LR underscore eval underscore string means I'm evaluating the login count. Okay, so it should be Inside the curly braces. This I am evaluating. I think I added extra brackets here. So if it is greater than, where is this? Greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, what should happen? This log one count is greater than 0. My output would be passed here.
1
Yeah, if it is 1,
or 2, 3, 4.
yeah, 1 or 2 or 3, if it is greater than 0, what will happen? My transaction should be passed.
Pass.
Statement would be changed. Okay, here. So means A to I. What does A to I? It will be converting array to integer. Okay, this will be
Okay.
become array. This will be storing number of occurrences. Save count. And after that, what it should, we need to compare with the 0. We need to compare with the 0. So that's where I'm trying to convert into the A to I function. A to I means array to integer. So it will be 1 is greater than 0 means it is there in one occurrence. So then my transaction would be passed here instead of fail. Okay, it should be passed. You can implement anything. Either it is str comparison or this. So it should be failed. Practice this. Failed. That's it. If A to I is greater than 0, this login count, then my transaction would be passed. Else my transaction would be failed. That's it. Only these things should be implemented today. Okay, on every transaction. So let's run this again. What it should show. Ended with fail. Okay.
Yes.
So if I given right password, right username, sorry, it should.
It will be passed.
Yes, it should be passed. See, login count is 3 and ended with pass statement
Pass.
because it is greater than 0.
0.
Okay, got it everyone?
Yes.
It is greater than 0. Then statement goes here. Open the loop and goes here. Okay, if statement is wrong, 3 is greater than 0. If 0 is greater than 0, then statement should come here. Okay. So there is only pending runtime settings. So you should have to keep this on every transaction. Remember, take anything and keep it. But this code would be at end of the transaction. Remember, this should be commented auto. Okay. So if there is any multiple request, we should have to keep above the request as a checkpoint, and at end of the transaction, you need to keep if condition. Remember. Okay. See, I written WebRage find here after that request. Whenever ending the transaction, I'm keeping this loop. That's it. Okay. So let's get started. Runtime settings. Can controller level we can see. If not, we'll do one thing. In the controller, we'll be covering that. Next, the scripting is done for today. So this is the only thing you should have to follow the standards in the scripting. What is checkpoint?
The things what we are,
Things. What is checkpoint? To
the
check,
things what they are expecting in reply.
to check whether we got proper response in the replay or not.
Not.
Okay. What is error handling? What is error handling? To reduce the errors, we will be keeping if conditions. Okay. See, if I'm not keeping the if condition, what will happen? Tell me. If I'm not keeping this login count, everything. See, let me comment out everything. Okay. And let's remove this attribute. This. What will happen now?
We can get errors.
Errors. Means errors will not be high in the script, in the test level.
Okay.
We need to reduce them. We need to handle the errors. If you want to handle the errors, then it is called what? So,
Error handling.
Error handling.
fail statement.
We
Error.
can go with if and else
Yes,
functions.
that's it. So the transaction is not there. Let's uncheck this. Let's run this again. It will be failed or not. Means we got given proper credentials. Let us give wrong credentials. See, it got failed. Means we are getting
Yes.
the errors.
Errors.
See, errors will be getting. To reduce that, we'll be having
Welcome not found.
save,
Error handling.
save
Save
count.
count.
Okay. Save count equals to
Login.
Login count.
I'll be writing this login count. It should be the same.
Login count.
You need to enable this. You need to comment this.
Comment.
You need to enable this. You can write anything, comparison or A2I function here. Remember, anything will work. But statement you need to understand first.
Hello.
Error has been
So the sir asked us to call yesterday evening. Did anyone call?
Yeah, I am also.
Did he call? Because I forgot to call him. Did he call today?
Yeah, I too called, but he was busy on Saturday.
Okay. No, I think he called few people to institute today after 12.
ఏదైనా వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ ఉందా మనది?
లేదు బ్రో, ఎవరిది వరకు సపరేట్ ఉంది అంటే బై రిఫరెన్స్.
ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఏనా? ఎవరైనా క్రియేట్ చేస్తే నన్ను యాడ్ చేయండి బ్రో.
లేదు బ్రో, చేయలేదు, ఇంకా నెంబర్స్ లేవు ఎవరు.
అదే క్రియేట్ చేయాలి.
ఎవరైనా నెంబర్ ఒక్కరికి పెట్టండి, వాళ్ళందరికీ హాయ్ అని మెసేజ్ పెడుతున్నారు.
ఎవరన్నా గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేసి గ్రూప్ ఇన్విటేషన్ లింక్ పెట్టండి.
బెటర్.
కాల్ చేశారా మన సాటర్డే అందరు?
సరే సార్ బిజీ ఉండాలి.
చేయలేదు.
హలో, వినిపిస్తుందండి? హలో హలో
గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నా.
సార్కి పవర్ పోయిందంట, సో అందుని డ్రాప్ అయిపోమన్నాడు. సో క్లాస్ కంటిన్యూ అవ్వదు.
ఓకే.
సో మనం ఏమైనా డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటే వి కెన్ కంటిన్యూ.
గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నామా?
దట్ ఈస్ ఫైన్. యాక్షన్ నేను బిగినింగ్ లోనే అడిగాను గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తే బాగుంటది అని చెప్పేసి.
నాని సార్ కూడా అడిగినప్పుడు ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అప్పుడు క్రియేట్ చేస్తాను.
అవును,
అది అఫీషియల్ గా ఉండనివ్వండి. మనం
సో ఎవరైనా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే ఉన్న వాళ్ళు
ఎవరిదన్నా ఒక నెంబర్ చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పెట్టండి, ఎవరన్నా ఒకరు, వాళ్ళకి అందరూ మెసేజ్ పెడతారు, వాళ్ళు క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు.
ఒక్క నిమిషం, నేను గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఇన్విటేషన్ లింక్ ఇస్తా, దాన్ని బట్టి జాయిన్ అవ్వండి.
డైరెక్ట్ గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేసి లింక్ సెండ్ చేసే ఇన్విటేషన్ లింక్.
1 minute I will.
చాట్ బాక్స్
లింక్
వెళ్ళారు, ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్కి వెళ్ళారు ఎవరు?
వెళ్ళాం బ్రో.
ఏ టైంకి వెళ్తారు? ఒకవేళ
డైలీ వెళ్తున్నాము.
అవునా, ఎక్కడ బ్రో? జేఎన్టీ
ప్రగతి నగర్ పికాక్ చౌరస్తా దగ్గర ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే ఓకే. అంటే మీరు ఎల్లప్పుడు ఉంటుందా సార్?
12 తర్వాత వస్తాడా? ఇంటర్వ్యూ షెడ్యూల్స్ అవుతున్నాయి కదా, ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నాడు.
ఓకే, చూస్తున్నా ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేసేది.
చేస్తున్నాయి. మావి కూడా ప్రొఫైల్స్ పెడుతున్నాం కదా.
అదే మమ్మల్ని కూడా రమ్మన్నారు, ప్రొఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవాలి.
రండి ఆఫీస్కి రండి.
మీరు చేసుకున్నారు ప్రొఫైల్స్?
ప్రొఫైల్ అయిపోయినాయి, ఇంటర్వ్యూ షెడ్యూల్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి, ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ కూడా అవుతున్నాయి.
అంటే మీరు ఇదే బ్యాచ్? ఇంతమంది
ఇదే బ్యాచ్.
ఎప్పటి వరకు ఉంటారు సార్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ లో?
ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ ఈవినింగ్ వరకు ఉన్నాయంటే ఈవినింగ్ వరకు, నైట్ వరకైనా ఉంటాడు సార్, 10 వరకైనా ఉంటాడు.
ఓకే.
మీకు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎంత? 4 పెట్టుకున్నావు.
ఏంటంటే నువ్వు అకాడమిక్ ఇయర్ ఏది పాస్ అయి ఉంటావో అది.
అదే
రికార్డింగ్ బంద్ చేయండి.
బ్రదర్ మనం ఒక